Moving on to presentation number 2 today. Welcome again to this Canada Specialist Program webinar. Chelsea from Destination Greater Victoria, please take it away.
Thank you, Charlie. Welcome, everyone, and thank you all for tuning in today. And I'm really excited to be working with you all in the very near future. Before we get going, I do want to acknowledge that I have the honor and privilege to work and live on the traditional lands of the Songhees and Esquimalt people. Oh, sorry, a little finger trigger there. Getting a little ahead of myself. So welcome to beautiful Victoria, BC. For those of you who don't already know, Victoria has the mildest climate in Canada, making it a year-round destination for all outdoor activities. I believe something that we've learned from this pandemic is that travelers want the feeling of space and the ability to explore. And Victoria and the surrounding area can give your customers just that. We are a very walkable city with everything in close proximity. We have a wonderful biking program throughout the downtown core and into neighboring communities. We're the oldest city in the Pacific Northwest and have been named the most romantic city in Canada. We like to think that there really is something for everyone: deep history and culture, impressive architecture, immersive nature, diverse cuisine, and accessible and inclusive to everyone. Victoria has also been acknowledged with the World Travel and Tourism Council Safe Travel stamp. So I know it has been a while since we've had international travelers and bookings, so I just want to give you a little teaser of our corner of the world. So I'm going to play a quick video here of what your clients can expect while visiting Canada or Victoria. So Victoria is located on Vancouver Island and is the capital of BC. Its gateway cities are Vancouver and Seattle. The Greater Victoria region has a population of about 380,000, and it covers the entire tip of the southern Vancouver Island. Now getting here, so Victoria can be added onto your itinerary from the mainland, coming either by ferry, car, or plane. So if you're coming from Vancouver, one of the most popular options is BC Ferries, which is a drive or walk-on ferry and operates year-round with daily frequent sailings. There are a few air options, starting with Harbour Air seaplanes. These float planes offer beautiful aerial views. The flight time is about 35 minutes in length from Vancouver to Victoria, harbour to harbour. HeliJet is another option, operated by S-76 helicopters with a 35-minute flight time. Now, if you're flying commercially, there are many airlines which service YYJ, which is the Victoria International Airport. Now, if you're touring the Pacific Coast and you want to come up through Washington State, it is very easy to add Victoria to your itinerary. The Coho Ferry with Blackball Ferry Line runs service from Port Angeles to Victoria Inner Harbor, which is available for walk-ons or by vehicle. There's also Kenmore Air, the American version, or what we'd like to think of as the American version of our Harbour Air, operating flights from Lake Union in Seattle to downtown Victoria at 45 minutes in length. Now, both Kenmore Air and Blackball are closed at the moment, but are planning to reopen in early 2022. The FRS Clipper, which just reopened on September 17th, is a walk-on only ferry, transporting passengers from downtown Seattle to downtown Victoria. The crossing is 2 hours and 45 minutes and offers varying levels of seat classes. And we're so excited to have them back. Again, there are international flights to Victoria with the Victoria International Airport. Flights from Seattle to Victoria run at about 45 minutes in length. Now, if you have clients arriving by a cruise, they will be docking at the Breakwater District, which is just about 1 mile from the Inner Harbor. Now, although cruise was temporarily closed for 2021, cruise service is planning to resume again in spring of 2022. Now, once your guests are in Victoria, there are plenty of attractions. To just touch on a few, Victoria's Inner Harbor is a great starting point. It's the heart and soul of the downtown core and is one of the most beautiful harbors, rich with history, starting with its use by Indigenous peoples. Today, it is the center of much activity, including summer festivals, float planes, ferries, whale watching, water taxis. There are plenty of things to see and do in and around the harbor. Fisherman's Wharf is a local favorite. Just a short walk along the inner harbor or a quick hop on a water taxi will take you right into Fisherman's Wharf. The Fisherman's Wharf is a unique marine destination with working fishing vessels, float homes, and commercial businesses all moored at the dock. The wharf is a great destination for those seeking fresh seafood or wanting a departure point for kayaking. Chinatown is another great attraction while visiting Victoria. Our Chinatown is actually the oldest Chinatown in Canada and second oldest in North America. The harmonious gates that greet you from Government Street, seen in this photo here, hanging lanterns, and Fantan Alley are among the highlights. Fantan Alley is the narrowest commercial street in North America, and it has amazing shopping and photo opportunities for your visitors. For lovers of arts and culture, Victoria has a long list of historical buildings, heritage sites, and art galleries. Craigdarroch Castle, here in this photo, is a legendary Victorian mansion built in 1887, and it is now a National Historic Site. Other noteworthy attractions are Government House, the Bateman Foundation, the Art Gallery of Greater Victoria, the Maritimes Museum, and Emily Carr House, all which can accommodate groups. A trip to Victoria wouldn't be complete without a visit to the Royal British Columbia Museum. Founded in 1886 and located in the Inner Harbour, the Royal BC Museum includes 3 permanent galleries, which are the Natural History, Becoming BC, and the First Peoples Gallery. The museum also hosts touring exhibitions, and the current touring exhibition is Orcas, Our Shared Future. And that will be featured from now until spring of 2022. And then the next exhibit will debut in summer of 2022. Located on an island and the coast of BC, of course, Victoria is not without its great selection of outdoor adventures to be enjoyed year-round. Everything from whale watching and wildlife viewing, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, cycling, zipline, hiking, golfing, and much more. Since our climate is very mild, you can enjoy these activities all year round. Hiring a guide for the day or half day to enjoy these activities is a great option. And we have our beautiful, famous Butchart Gardens, which is just located north of Victoria downtown core. The Butchart Gardens was designated National Historic Site of Canada in 2004 and consists of 55 acres of floral beauty. The Butchart Gardens is one of the top attractions in Victoria, and the gardens curate something different for each season. So there's always something new to discover. Now, whale watching in Victoria is a must-do activity. Victoria is renowned for its wildlife viewing, especially in the nearby waters. Orcas are most frequently sighted, and there are 3 orca pods totaling over 75 whales in Victoria's waters alone. Now, Culinary is an experience in Victoria that is booming. A little unknown fact is Victoria has the highest number of restaurants per capita of any major city in Canada. So there really is something for everyone. Another culinary experience that has been rediscovered in the last few years is farm to table. Our desirable climate allows islanders to grow and harvest far beyond the typical growing season, and many restaurants around Greater Victoria have embraced bringing a flourishing farm to table scene to the city. I also have to mention, with our mild climate, we have perfect growing conditions for wineries, cideries, and breweries, so you don't have to leave the island for a local brew or a local glass of wine. Now, playing on our farm to table scene, I have to talk about the farms. We launched Flavoured Trails this year with the goal of creating a 4-season agritourism trail showcasing Saanich Peninsula's unique rural locations. It's an opportunity to tour or cycle or self-drive the Flavoured Trail and meet the growers, harvesters, fishers, chefs, and producers who are creating an amazingly rich bounty in our own backyard. Now, once your guests are here, I'm sure they're wanting to do some city sights. And the unique thing about sightseeing in Victoria is that the journey from A to B can be an experience in itself. And there's so many options to choose from. However, today I'm just going to touch on some new sightseeing products. So if your travelers are new to Victoria and want to get an overview of the city, a great option is Grey Line's Hop On and Pop double-decker bus. And although it's not new to the city, they have added new stops to their tour with 15 points of interest along the route, as well as they will be debuting their converted electric hop-on, hop-off bus for 2022. Explore Songhees is where people and traditions meet for meaningful Indigenous cultural experiences. Explore Songhees offers traditional, cultural, canoe, or walking tours accompanied with bannock, all departing from the inner harbor. And these walking tours launched in this July, so quite a new product. This beautiful view is from the DoubleTree by Hilton Hotel. Something we always say here in Victoria is that wherever you stay in Victoria, you're never really too far away from an ocean or mountain view. Victoria is an array of unique, charming, and beautiful hotels to choose from at every price point. We have over 4,000 rooms in Victoria, ranging from comfort all the way to luxury. Now, I just added this in on Monday as I found out that we will be getting a new attraction opening fall and winter of this year of 2021. So Ritual is a Nordic style spa offering saunas, steam rooms, hot and cold plunges, as well as massage. And it will be situated in the downtown core. So we're pretty excited to have a new product launching very soon. So thank you so much for joining me on this educational webinar, and I hope I have inspired you to add Victoria to your itinerary. For any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me at the details provided on this slide and also when I do follow up. Thank you so much.